Evening, everybody. I'd like to call this meeting, council meeting, to order. Not so far. Start the meeting with a moment of silence. Followed by the policeman's prayer.
If all of you aren't familiar, May is Policeman's Month, and I'd like to read the policeman's prayer copy that I have. It says, Policeman's Prayer, Lord, grant me the courage for what I am called to do in the keeping and defense of innocence and truth. Make me strong and willing, a protector of what's right, and I know I will not fail if you guide me with your light.
Thank you. Pledge allegiance, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Steve, roll call, please.
Thank you, sir. Councilperson Pavlicek?
Here.
Councilperson Riley?
Here.
Councilperson Sarsfield?
Here.
Councilperson DeLoss? Here. Councilperson Boyd?
Here.
President Demko? Mayor Kubistik?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll start the evening with swearing in of the new chief of the volunteer fire department here at Carnegie. Mr. Scott, would you be kind enough to come up, please? Yeah.
Face the camera.
Face the camera. You have to face the camera, too. This will be on YouTube later, everybody, so.
Okay, got it. So raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Todd Scott,
I, Todd Scott,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and that I will
and that I will
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
of my office,
as my office,
Carnegie Volunteer Fire Department Fire Chief,
Carnegie Volunteer Fire Department Fire Chief,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
That's it. You're sworn in. Congratulations. The next one, we have a certificate.
You guys, I really want to congratulate you, Chief. Thank you for all your service. I know you've done a wonderful job for a lot of years, so thank you. We also have a certificate of appreciation today. If I could get Scout Jack Jones to stand up, please. If anyone has been to Carnegie Park in the last week or so, you'll notice that the Veterans Memorial there has been redone. And if you really want to treat, go up there at night, because they installed some solar lights. They installed a flagpole, they installed benches, and they installed solar lighting to really illuminate the whole area at night. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It does the veterans a great service. So we really appreciate the project. We hope that leads to your Eagle Scout, which I'm sure it will. It has to, because it still has to be confirmed yet, right? But the project is absolutely fantastic. The plan was wonderful. The manpower you had there was just truly tremendous. And the family support you have is just amazing. So with that, I'm going to read your certificate of appreciation. Borough of Carnegie Certificate of Appreciation, presented on May 8th, 2017 to Jack Jones. The Borough of Carnegie hereby recognizes and thanks Jack Jones for his outstanding leadership in the refurbishing of the Veterans Monument at Carnegie Park for the completion of his Eagle Scout project. This monument to our veterans has welcomed visitors to our park since November 11, 1951. Thanks to Jack Jones and his multitude of volunteers, it is once again the beautiful centerpiece it was always meant to be. And I'm going to have Phil Boyd sign this for Sue Duffus, since she wasn't here. But, he's acting president for today. Just like to get his signature. So with that, we want to wish you congratulations, and we'd like to take, if you want to take a picture. Way to go. It was a wonderful project. Let's go over here because the camera's over here. Creature of habit, Rick. That's all I can say. I'm a creature of habit. I don't take the change too well. All right. Congratulations. Thank you. They did a wonderful job. If you get a chance, anybody gets a chance, go up and check it out at night when the lights are on. It's absolutely wonderful. So, thank you.
All right. Any public comment on any of the listed motions? Since there's no public comment, Mr. DeLoss, would you be kind enough to read administration for me, please?
Certainly. Motion 1A, a motion to approve the minutes from the council meeting on April the 10th and Monday, May the 1st, 2017.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Oh, that's all in favor, okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion 1B, a motion to enter into an agreement for EMS services to be provided by Scott Township Emergency Medical Services, often referred to as STEMS.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Councilperson Papachek.
Thank you, Councilperson Boyd. I make a motion to approve the May bill list and the bill list addendum. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. We have to do roll call on this one, right? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Sarsfield,
Yes.
Councilperson DeLoss,
Yes.
Councilperson Riley,
Yes.
Councilperson Papachek,
Yes.
Councilperson Boyd.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right. Councilperson DeLoss.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion 3A, a motion to offer part-time seasonal help employment for the Department of Public Works to Robert Chaplin III, Tyler Clayton, at a pay rate of $10 per hour pending the successful results of a physical examination. Starting date to be determined by the superintendent of the Department of Public Works.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to offer part-time seasonal help employment for the Department of Public Works to Zachary Pfeiffer, Jacob Seitz, and Logan Lewicki at a pay rate of $11 per hour, pending successful results of a physical examination. Starting date to be determined by the superintendent of the Department of Public Works.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to advertise for the 2017 ABC sewer contracts for continuing consent order sewer repairs.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
I would, just for those who don't know what ABC means, our sewer contracts, we let out 3 different contracts, and we just refer to them as the A, B, and C for sake of simplicity. The A contract is for sewer repairs where we have to trench the street out and put in a sewer repair. The B contract is for sewer repairs where they can put a liner in the pipe without digging up the street. And the C contract is for any other maintenance, and that can be a multitude of different things. So we're going to advertise these contracts as we do every year at this time.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to enter into a reimbursement agreement with the PA Department of Transportation, PennDOT District 11-0, for East Main Street roadway alterations, resurfacing, and ADA ramp repair.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Mr. President, this is more or less a formality. PennDOT did resurfacing and repairs on East Main Street from Washington Avenue going towards Grafton. They did that some time ago. And there's paperwork and things that need to be finished up for that.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Councilperson Sarsfield, Public Safety, please.
Nothing to report, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilperson Riley, Code Enforcement, Community Development.
Thank you, Mr. President. Motion 5A to approve the curb cut application submitted by Mr. Ronald Slavkin for the property located at 119 Greenbrier Drive.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any comments? Seeing no comments. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Motion 5B to approve resolution number 2017-03, a resolution of the Borough of Carnegie electing to remain included in the Allegheny County Community Development Block Grant and Home Investment Partnerships programs for years 2018, 2019, and 2020.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll have the committee reports. I'll offer for administration this evening that in addition to the regular duties, the folks in the administrative group did a bang-up job of organizing and gathering all the data and keeping the 5K race administrative and the 5K race benefits the volunteer fire department, keeping that all together, running smooth, working on Saturday, etc. And I'm sure the volunteer firefighters that are here would express their gratitude for the good folks' efforts in the admin group as well. Finance, Councilman?
Nothing,
Nothing
President.
this evening? Ms.
Nothing
Riley,
this-
anything this evening?
Nothing this evening, Mr. President.
Councilperson Zalas, Public Works.
A couple of items. R&B Construction Company is midway through the construction of new storm sewer on Plum Street, the entire length of Plum Street from Bouquet to Chestnut. Multiple inlets have been installed along the length of Plum, an additional inlet on Bouquet. The excavation and new curb will require several properties to receive new aprons in front of their garages. And the asphalt paving of the street will be coordinated with the water company's paving contractor called SEMA. This contractor will also address the road surface problems on Justice Avenue that were created by last year's water main replacement on Justice. The contractor for the tennis courts and street hockey deck, T.A. Robinson Company, is still waiting for warm weather. They require 2 days where the temperature does not go below 55 degrees, and they were expecting that would be finished between the winter and the May 16th, which was what the date we gave them to have it done by, the extension. But while there was a few days when it was warmer, the recent weeks have not been, and this week is not going to fit into this category either, it doesn't sound like. So it's likely we will have to grant them a new extension, because I don't think they're going to get 2 days above 55 degrees between now and the 16th, at least according to the current forecast. The relocation of the basketball court at Carnegie Park as part of Phase 2 is on hold because of the use of the Little League field, which is called Falcione Field. They say they need lights on the new field, what would be the new Falcione Field behind Chiota. They say they need lights on that field before they can give up the one field that they have that we want for the basketball court. So there's some discussions on how that might be funded, and it's possible that the monies for lighting the all-purpose field could be used for lighting the new Falcione field, and then seek the monies to light the all-purpose field instead. But that's an ongoing discussion item that could delay the project for some time. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilman Sarsfield, Public Safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. The only thing I had this evening was at our last meeting, we had Tess speak about, having a town hall meeting on the opioid problem that's hitting the entire United States. But at the COG dinner that Thursday, I'd seen Senator Fontana and Representative Coolett. They actually just came from a town hall meeting that they had, which they said was outstanding. And both offices said that when we're ready to do it, we'll have their full support and they'll help us in that way. And I told them, right now it's kind of a busy time of year for everybody, so that the mayor or Stacy, you will be in touch with them once we kind of get out of busy time, set something up.
I've been to a number of them. I've actually been to 2 of the ones that they've had. Not just, Fontana said like about 4 or 5, right? So they've been all around us. So.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Councilman. I have nothing for the President's report this evening. Mr. Buter, do you have anything for the manager's report tonight?
I just have one item for this evening. Carnegie Borough was accepted to submit for the Grow Alcosan Grant Project for round 2. We had mentioned for the first round that we had received our reimbursements, which equaled over $200,000. We have 2 projects we've submitted for now, which will be for reimbursement for the post office lot, which will be the East Main lot, as well as the West Main lot. And we also applied for a project for Broadway as well. And Rick, maybe you could explain a little bit as far as what that's it's approved for us to actually submit our application.
The Broadway Street project is a new storm sewer underneath the Broadway Street, all the way from Papa J's, all the way to Chartiers Creek. It's a pretty big project because it has to go under Mansfield Boulevard and under the railroad tracks. And so part of it would be open trench cutting, and then part of it they would use a special boring machine to go under Mansfield Boulevard and not disrupt traffic, and also use the same machine to go under the railroad tracks. And we're pretty excited about that project actually, because it would take a lot of stormwater out of the business district.
If it's funded, when will it take place?
It could be as early as September, October.
This year?
It would be starting, yeah. They'll take the rest of the summer to approve the projects.
So we will be meeting with Alcosan on Wednesday, May 17th, and just wanted to update as far as us being successful and moving forward. That's all I have to see.
this evening on Carnegie Volunteer Fire Department EMS.
Yes, we had 48 ambulance calls and 16 fire calls for the month of April.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, can we have your report, please?
Thank you, Mr. President. The criminal arrests and citations for the month of April were 17. Traffic citations numbered 118. Parking tickets 258. Complaints and self-initiated activity numbered 884 by our police department. I spoke with the project manager for Campbell's Run Road, and actually I've been emailing this gentleman for the last 3 weeks, and every time I email him, I get the same response, another 2 to 3 weeks. So 3 weeks ago it was 2 to 3 weeks, and today the response I got was 2 to 3 weeks. So it looks like it's every bit of 3 weeks. Probably, if it does open in May, I would expect May 31st to be the opening date. But the way it's going, I don't know. In today's email, he said that they still have to move the poles. The Duquesne Light is finishing up moving their poles, and once that's completed, which should be completed the next day or 2 to 3 weeks. That seems to be a patent answer, but that's the best I can do. We had a meeting with the Charters Valley Area Flood Control Authority. This was the annual meeting, and at this time they will be starting a project in Carnegie. The project is set to begin early to mid-May. I don't think they've started yet, and it has to be completed by 7/31/17, so July 31st. This is a clearing project between Chestnut and the Hammock Street Bridge. And it's being done by Independent Enterprise at a cost of $73,000, which is paid for by the Charters Valley Flood Control Authority. So they also sent the letter to the City of Pittsburgh for the money that's owed. City of Pittsburgh, in case you haven't been at a meeting recently, they owe their dues. They're in the rears for $137,000. So we had an attorney send them a letter to collect that due. So we'll find out where that's going to go. The race, as Councilman Boyd had mentioned, we had a race this 2 weeks ago. It was a successful race. The total amount raised, this is before expenses, was $24,285 at this time. Once we get all the expenses in, we'll find out what the total profit will be. I want to thank, as we mentioned before, we want to thank our administrative staff, Renee, Patty. I want to thank our manager, Steve Buter, Chief Kennedy, Phil Boyd, the Department of Public Works, our police department, our fire department, Roy Sanford for donating cookies, Donna Hatcher for all that she does, which is just a remarkable job. She provides the gift certificates, the bagels, the bananas, the apples. She's an unbelievable worker for this event. We don't even really have to contact her. She starts work at the beginning of the year and gets it done before we're even ready to roll. I want to thank the Adventist Church, Dr. Mike, and the Carleton School District for all their support. If I missed anybody else, I apologize. Appreciate all the support, though. I think the race went well this year. Very few hiccups, so we're looking for the 11th one next year. 11th annual one will be next year. We will have Dogapalooza on June 4th from 10 to 2 p.m. That's at Carnegie Park. The Humane Society will be there to give shots. This will be our 3rd annual Dogapalooza. It's a nice event for anybody with a dog. Bring your dog up there. They have free doggy washing. They have a doggy costume contest, and they have the really low-cost shots by the Humane Society and a number of other vendors. So it's a really nice event. On May 27th, 2017 at 9 a.m., we'll be having a rededication ceremony for the Veterans Memorial at Carnegie Park. And if you were here earlier, we had a certificate for the Eagle Scout that redid it. So that ceremony is May 27th, 9 a.m. That's a Saturday. And then on May 28th at 2 p.m., we have the annual Carnegie Memorial Day Parade. And it looks to be shaping up to be a really nice parade again this year. So It looks like a great weekend to honor our veterans. And then lastly, this Tuesday, we have a backyard composting workshop at the Borough building, 6:30. If there still is time to register, you can jump online and register. It's on the Facebook page, right? And it's online, so you can register that way. I think it's $75. Might be $70 for an individual, $75 for a couple, and you do get a composting bin with it, though. So it's a nice. For those who are into gardening, it's a real nice workshop. And that's all I have for today. Thank you, Mr. President.
Jack, you a hockey fan?
Am I a hockey fan? I watch some games.
Short report, Jack.
Just checking. All the hockey fans appreciate it. Thank you, Jack.
Mr. President.
Yes, sir. I know. Okay. One last item of business before we go to general public comment. We see we've got our new tax collector in the audience. Since you were just a tad tardy, can we be a little tardy too? Is that okay on our taxes?
If you want to get something done, give it to a busy person.
That's right. Absolutely right. Thank you, Mr. LeVar, for joining us. If you can come on up, we'll get you sworn in. Thank you, sir. It's nice to be here. Nice to be seen. There you go.
Better be seen than viewed.
Face the camera.
Thank you, Mayor. Good.
Good to see you. All right, please raise your right hand. I, Joseph LeVar,
I, Joseph LeVar,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
and that I will discharge
I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
That's it.
Fit.
You're ready.
Thank you very much.
Taxes first. I'm going first. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
I don't blame you.
That's alphabetical order.
If I pay in cash, can I get a discount? All right. General public comments. If anybody wants to address council, please.
Since I'm a hockey fan, I'll make it quick. Crawl this Friday, May 12th, new this year. Papa J's Jazz Entertainment, first crawl 6 to 9. I'll see you there. The rest of the summer, it's going to be 9 to 12. They're going to keep the kitchen open, food till 11, possibly pizzas till midnight. So great group of guys, you know them, Richie Cole, you know, the whole group. Samantha St. John, Reggie Watkins, so on and so forth. Good time. New format of the snail. You'll look for the plaid, the white snail in the windows, and we're good to go.
Thank you. Any other public comments this evening?
Okay. This is me, guys. Just very quickly, it's not our event, but the League of Women Voters is holding a Meet the Candidates event tomorrow. So come meet your candidates. It's a event, you know who's running for what. It'll be downstairs in the studio. Stage 62 opens Peter and the Starcatcher, Tony Award-winning performance this week, Thursday through Sunday, and the following week. And it's recommended as one of these all-family things for kids 8 and up. And if you haven't been to one of our Listen Locally downstairs, our sort of happy hour on the third Wednesday, on the 17th will be Morgan Arena, who's written over 600 songs, and her album last year was named #2 album of the year by WYEP. It should be terrific. That's it. Go Pats. Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Who would have thought Maggie was on? Thank you. Council of Good Public Welfare.
Wait, I think this. Did you guys have something you wanted to say? Yeah.
I'm sorry, please.
Thank you. I live on 7th Avenue, and we have a problem with speeders through that stop sign, and even school buses. They don't stop. They just go straight through. And with the kids now for summer coming around the corner, it's only a matter of time somebody's going to get hit. And I don't know what can be done about it. We have video of cars going through the stop sign. they don't even pause, they just go straight up. That's the one issue. Second issue is I'm still waiting for the wheelchair sign for my house, in front of the parking spot.
Handicap, Steve.
That was approved in September.
You can just give me the address, man, we can have somebody at this.
Okay, that's 2097. And another thing, through my job, I get to talk to a lot of different people. And in New Jersey, on the street, like things, through the towns, they have, what's that called? Not radar, where the energies go through the sun and it heats the...
Solar.
Yes, solar, thank you.
You're
Do
welcome.
we have that?
To power the streetlights?
Yeah.
Our streetlights are powered by the electric company.
Electric companies.
Solar.
Is there a way maybe, you even want me to work on a committee for it? I could try to do it to see what we could do to get that, because that would save a lot of electric.
Boy, oh boy, boy.
That would be awesome.
BCC or electric bill from the utilities.
They even have it for the streetlights.
Yeah.
And I was surprised, because I didn't know that until I was talking to somebody, that is involved in that through Jersey, and I thought, gee, why don't we buy it?
That would be great. Talk with engineers about it. Yeah. If you could, I think I have our phone number now.
Okay, and the fire pits, what are the ordinances for that in close proximity? Like if your yard is joined with another yard, in a house.
There has to be like a reasonable distance between yards, and they have to burn only clean wood, and it has to be a standard fire pit. I mean, we did pass an ordinance on this a while back, and then the county has an ordinance also.
Has to be covered, correct, too. I don't think it can be an open fire.
I don't know if it has to be
I don't
covered.
think it has to be covered.
It can, the ordinance is on the books, you can get it online.
Yeah. But,
Because our family has asthma, really bad.
yeah, I mean, they're legal
And-
depending on the situation, but it has to be clean wood, and it has to be, it's like there's a certain distance, it can't be like right under your window.
Yeah, the guy behind us is burning pizza boxes and stuff.
He's not allowed to do that.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
not
he's
allowed to
doing
burn
is coming
garbage.
to my house. My daughter has really bad severe asthma.
Yeah.
To the point to where I have to run her to the hospital
Right.
and stuff like that. We can't even have our windows open and everything because the way our yard is and their yard is, it's like right there. Like,
It is,
the windows
it's something
are
we
right
will
there.
check on for you when you call us, but it is, sometimes it's hard to enforce because unless we actually catch him in the act of burning something that he's not supposed to burn.
Yeah.
And that, so, but, you can call and we will check on it. As
There-
far as the speeders, we'll definitely have somebody at 7th all the way every once in a while, but
That also goes through, the smoke from it and everything, that goes through the air conditioning systems. And then as your air conditioner's on, that pulls that air in, and you not only get the smoke in the house, but you get the ash.
well, he should only clean wood. That was part of the, I mean, I pushed for that ordinance at the beginning because we've had a lot of complaints, and they really are only allowed to burn clean wood, period.
And there are time restrictions, too, between
It's-
what time and what time you can do it.
It's chapter 7 of the code of ordinances. I have the ordinance up here. If you have, if we get after the meeting, you want to ask me, I have the ordinance right here.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did they get the did they get the sign up there for the blind child?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
thank you
I
very
thought I
much.
saw
for
it
that.
up there.
Appreciate
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Any other public comments this evening? Motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
We're adjourned.